Death coming soon, better splurge. I took the telling you heard. I beat the separate word. I beat the best of atrocious. I'm here to settle the word. I'm here to better the earth. I'm making new out of ocean. Death is in tune in this moment.
Roll up, singing out death hymn, bitch. Looking at the mirror like death hymn, ayy. Chilling with the reapers, that's death kin. Yeah, ice all over, I'm flexing. Call me Ovechkin, all you my step kids, bitch. Something like God, I'ma step in, ayy. Walking my talk, I'm stepping. Yeah, got him in shock how I step it. Soon as I stepped in.
Hey, soon as I stepped in this part of the country, I started to part bloody burgundy seas. Who could contest against death? I predicted recess in my heart and I kept the receipts. Life is a landfill with lanterns of manners we grew accustomed to, so we had some standards. But what goes up must come down, it's my crown to show you how to land on your feet.
It's going down, we up. I'm calling it magic, they calling it luck. They gave someone else the crown, but I'm still the king without it. How can you doubt it? You was a square, that's why you can't get round it. Zay and Scheme, you know that we bout it. What the game been missing, I found it. Your life in my hourglass ticking, I'm counting.
Pardon these tangent, I call it candy, cause candy with counsel so sweet until you losing teeth. And your man, them don't understand, so you the shit dangling feet. I live my life on the edge, fuck what was done and was said. I recite truth throughout life, fuck would I ever be scared of the motherfucking dead.
I'm on the edge, don't push me. Yeah, Ebo boy Ian push me. Ayy, wondering well I took me. What? I will let me to you, it's your B-day. Strip you down in your suit. I don't need guns or a bullet to shoot. I just say the word, all that falls is doom. When you see me, it's the end. Just know that your death coming soon. Goodbye, bitch.
Death coming soon, better splurge. I took the telling you heard. I beat the separate word. I beat the best of atrocious. I'm here to settle the word. I'm here to better the earth. I'm making new out of ocean.
Yeah,
in tune in this
rolling
moment.
up, singing out death hymn, bitch. Looking at the mirror like death hymn, ayy. Chilling with the reapers, that's death kin. Yeah, ice all over, I'm flexing. Call me Ovechkin, all you my step kids. Bitch, something like God, I'ma step in. Ayy, walking my talk, I'm stepping. Caught him in shock, I stepped in. Soon as I stepped in.
Soon as I stepped in this bitch, I get treated with smiles like presidents. If you are seeking a trial, my presence is costing about the same weight as your prejudice, huh? I always spawn this shit, settle shit. And on my way, I happen to find elegance, huh? Relish it, my embellishments are embedded in what we call sedatives, huh? I just been looking around, look for the talk of the town, hey, hey. I've been putting it down, how can I lose what was found? Hey, hey, never been stranger to source. I got some knowledge of season, shaking this shit I can't breathe. Without a bitch on the come cause me.
Tell that bitch she won't succeed, cause she don't succeed. I called her a beat and gave her the D. She know I'm a G, they wanna be me. They copy my whole flow, style out of the D. Really live it, watch me kill it. Man up physics, breaking limits. Say you did, but really you didn't. Death on my mind, I'm minding my business.
6 cents, I've been at it like Mike Jack. Sick of the swim, do you need a life jack? I'm like a life hack, I want a light side to get in the building. If you don't like it, listen how you feeling. It ain't my point to care much about appealing. I am more focused on walking my talk. I fuck what I care if you don't wanna listen. I make musical chairs out of an intervention. Like, is this a roast? Who the fuck wrote the script? I get it, you don't know too much about the kids. Sit back and watch how I hustle my shit. I shoot big in the south, but I'm big in my crib. Love to my family and love to the fifth. A plug for a lover, a dove, or a kid. I'm only gon' dish what I'm willing to get.
Round eye, that. All that bullshit you been talking about, that. Hit us up, get hit back with the get back. And my cats don't miss, dog, you get that. When I come around that talk, I that. All that bullshit you been talking about, that. Hear it on the track, you can bet that I meant that. Nigga try me, you can bet he regret that, bitch. Kicking the dough, fofo gripped. I ain't talking about guns, but I got that switch. Say you got money, but you not that rich. Say you so ill, but you not that sick. Hot dogs I be killing, but I'm not Mike Vick. Cool cat chilling with a really big dick. Said she coming in, I'm like, underlay. You ain't talking money, then you gotta go that away. 2017, I was riding around Mandalay. Right before Paddock dropped 60 to suicide. I was riding past Crenshaw when Nip died. Posted a pic of Prince and wait on it next day. His body back up, getting zip tied. Say I ain't death in the flesh, then you just lied. Said I couldn't do this from the start, now I channel the divine. And they call me all the time, got money on my line like life goes, spit like codes. Like how he turn his dreams to reality like that with his eyes closed. Kill the whole game with a blindfold. No chains on my neck, still ice cold. No, way too much, so old. Still rocking out with the ones that I came with. Flying so high, zooming off in my spaceship, bitch.
don't like niggas.
I agree with you.
I don't want to talk to niggas. These niggas be fake, they be corny, and I'm not into that, bro. So I'm really like that. And I do some funny shit, I might just get at you. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't believe in your excellence. They saying Mitchell is really incredulous. I had to get rid of all them impediments. They was on extra shit. They wasn't nothing but excrements. Boy, ain't no time for no woe. It's me. If you know it's you and you owe with me. Cold as can be. Frost spitting little niggas gon' come with them heaters and triggers. Beating the nigga. Now he got bruises and scratches and bridges. Now he finna get hit with something relentless. And this shit paving the way for the trenches. Now I gotta get away from that life and make way for a living. I'm showing love to the people that's hating on me but be praising a nigga. I dreaded the ops, it was never the ops, it was really the cops that was playing with niggas. You know who really got ops in the field, whoever making a killing. And you know who really got options for real, and that's whoever making a million. A prince got his principles, but it's the king who gon' have to go make him a thriller. Nigga.
Everybody has a natural gift, but then you go outside and you get influenced and you feel pressure from what's going on outside. And so, you know, I read one time, like, would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at peace with yourself and at war with the world?
When I come around, that. All that bullshit you been talking about, that. Hit us up, get hit back with the get back. And my cats don't miss, dog, you get that. When I come around, that talk, that. All that bullshit you been talking about, that. Hear it on the track, you can bet that I meant that. Nigga try me, you can bet he regret that, bitch.
Dog, niggas can't be stopped. Who my producer? Okay, heard you niggas wanna try to stop the clock. Well, stop your mind then, stop the times. It's my times, yours not. It's my time right now, I'm Mr. Big Shot. I'm calling all shots. So when your time come around, we'll stop. We look, we stop to see what's up. She acts, so I, without my touch, don't worry about it. No worries, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No worries, don't worry about it. Hey, you can't bring them low when you riding that da-da-da. You hit her from the back, she manifested for the get of that. She don't know the current when she catching mood swings. I tie this bitch down, I buy $1 million mood ring. Boo thing, know we tap in, we gon' do things. That man think the moon is a rock, his whole crew lane. You ain't girl, no you ain't girl. This a new age girl, and see the world. We look, we stop to see what's up. She acts, so I, without my touch, don't worry about it. No worries, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No worries, don't worry about it.
Walk around town like a mint. We ain't playing tag, bitch, I'm him. Yes, I'm the shit. Don't flush me, I make time skip. It's a hit. How you dress homeless, still looking like a lick? How you got all the ladies licking on their lips? Test me, you get sent to heaven stress free. Got Hades on deck, show you shit you never seen. Don't worry about nothing, everything is on me. Used to work just to make time free. Then I became a boss, made time work for me. And money too, make it flip. Gymnastics is what I do. Show me something, boo. What that mouth do? You might get some Jimmy shoes. Fuck a date, fly you out, take you on a cruise. I heard your album is whack, I meant to be rude. You just pray on my plate, you meant to be food. I ain't worried about nothing, I ain't worried about fools walking around just frontin'. I ain't worried about the past, I ain't never coming back. I ain't worried about the future when you end up in the pack. I ain't worried about the government. I ain't worried about a mothership coming through invading on some other shit. I ain't worried about people talking shit or what they gon' do. I ain't worried about any single damn one of you, bitch.
We look, we stop to see what's up. She acts, so I, without my touch, don't worry about it. No worries, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No worries, don't worry about it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Winds of Change, to your new moon in Gemini ceremony. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for rocking out with me. Those are all unreleased tracks that I've played. I do plan on releasing them at the very least this year. And let's get it. Once again, that first track was Death Hymn by Xavier and I. This past weekend we shot the video to it. So video coming soon. We shot it on his iPhone. And once again, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your new moon in Gemini ceremony. This is your host, the Peace Dealer. This is going to be very magic. This is very magic, and it always has been very magic. Thank you for joining us. If you're here, it is for a reason. And 2 weeks ago, we harvested this change of perspective, this game-changing perspective, where we were with the moon in Sagittarius of understanding creation and the sun in Gemini of enlightened awareness. We were creating a magic word that now that we are activating this new cycle, it is time to activate this magic word, and we're going to include a ritual. And so in tune for that, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, we just getting straight to it. The underlying theme of this, I'm seeing this for the first time like you. Let's go! The world, baby. Thank you, Angels of Enlightenment. Thank you very much. The world card is saying congratulations. Is an underlying theme for what you're getting ready to activate. You have graduated, especially for those of you coming into your Saturn return, all right, or have already completed that 30-year Saturn return. Some of you are on your second. You're like 58. You're coming close to 60. Congrats. This is a whole world's worth of experience that you have fully integrated. If you're watching this now, you're fully integrated. And this is going to represent itself moving forward as fulfillment, as completion, revisiting, okay, the lessons that you've done before and realizing that there's nothing more to learn. You have succeeded through it. You have learned through all the trials of trial and error, or just, killing it every time or whatever in the range. That is not only going to mark this improved sense of growth, but also enable you autonomy, sovereignty, and integrity to carry this throughout the world. So I this is just such a really good omen, especially to come into these winds of change. Saturn is in Pisces right now as well, which makes a 10th house completion aspect, which is really cool because this will bring to the fullness everything you believe is more than possible, and you want to claim it now. I do have in the description box below law of assumption videos that you will get instant results from doing. And when it comes to the activation of your magic word, I have provided the tools with which you can maintain that state and come into instant results. Because what we're effectively doing with all of this game-changing new precedents, the third game changer we're having this season, is you are activating the mechanics of enhanced magic just off of you programming in your brain the declaration of a word. We are moving forward on the principle that your word is your magic wand. In fact, I'm going to include the link to that Florence Scovel Shin video in the description box as well, because this will also, for some of you who want to play that, be a really great resource for you to actually experience. And I will break down over the next 2 weeks how you're going to literally activate and integrate this word or series of words or mindset. A series of words and thoughts is a mindset. You take this series of thoughts and ideas, and then you integrate it, and it becomes a behavior. Gemini to Virgo, experimentation to analysis, and then that behavior becomes a part of your philosophy, 9th house, and that philosophy creates beliefs, Pisces, boom, and then we of course go through that magic cycle. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick a pile, 1, 2, or 3. All right, 1, 2, or 3. You can pick multiple. It is what it is. And I'm going to draw from the 3 cards here. And this is going to be relative to the word you want to speak moving forward, the causality. If your word is a magic wand, then what word do you want to activate so that when you say that word, it produces a variable effect or one effect that you are programming with your intention that you want this word to represent for you. That's why 2 weeks ago we had you see the vision and then say the word, so that over 2 weeks you would charge it. Now we're going to activate it 170 plus people who are going to also exponentially supercharge your intention. So the pile that you pick is the journey through this activation that you're being guided to temper your words through. And you are going to see a certain element of themes and archetypes that you have the conscientious choice to adapt and take and integrate however you want. You can even mix the messages of each pile. If you like a card from 1 and 3, I'm just giving you the concepts for you to play with. And the world card is once again saying that your expression of this word is in totality. So everything that you can accomplish, you are accomplishing through this intention, and it is representing your graduation. So with that being said, congratulations. The first card is going to be the theme of this new moon you're activating. The second card is going to be the hidden lesson, or the what you're going to really gain through this, and then the third is going to be the outcome. So let's do the first card as the cycle you're activating. The second card is also going to be your magic ability. All right. And the third card is going to be the outcome. Okay, so the Fairy Soldier, you just made it right on time. For those of you who've just joined, I want you to think of a word or a series of words. You could use limitless. That's going to be the word that Infinity Gang sponsors. Okay. I forgot what the other word was. You could use infinite, right? You could use any word. Whatever word has been revealed to you, you could use your true name that your soul has revealed to you. You could use any word. There's an infinite number of words and vocabulary. What we're going to do is activate this new thought process and mindset. So before, we're going to carry this to Virgo, where this series of thoughts, your attitude, will become your behavior, because we're going to actually activate and incorporate this mindset actively and consciously. And I have the tools provided below, and which I'll explain. All right. So let's do it. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I love the world card as an underlying theme. And what we're going to do after this is we're going to activate this word and do a ritual. And then I'm going to explain to you over the next 2 weeks what's going to happen should you choose to carry forth this. If you do nothing but just activate this with us, this is all going to naturally happen anyway. So I'm going to show you what's going to naturally happen. But I'm going to also show you how, if you want to add more conscious intent, you can now add with steroids, almost this on steroids. So just the power of your intention and making this intention with us is going to really do it. And you want to think, what do you want to happen when you say this? Treat it like a game. You don't have to have any expectation. The Gemini is experimentation. So you want to experiment with saying this word in different contexts, or these series of words. Like when I say petunia, I get salsa. When I say buttercup, I get candy. When I say bubbles, I get free soda. Like, you want to have fun with this. This is ability creation. Before Virgo and by Sag season, the words that you actually activate now, when it's Sag season, I promise you, hold me to this. Come back to this video if this is not the case. Should you actually we're sowing seeds right now. So when you sow seeds, you have to water it, you have to nurture it. So if you do the steps and you nurture this and you actually take this throughout the next 3 months, where it will harvest coming through Libra to Sagittarius. Let's say your magic word is bubbles, and every time you say bubbles, someone hands you a bubbling, sparkling water, straight like that. Well, you've had to let it grow through the ground, right? And you were saying it, you were thinking it, right? After like 3 months, it's Virgo season, and you're just like, all right, it's just habit now. It's just habitual. You're no expectations. Bubbles, yeah. Oh wow, I can go for some bubbles right now. Hey, here's some sparkling water. The seed has grown through the ground. This is gonna, so for some of you, you're gonna get results instantly. For others of you, you have to nurture it, you have to work it. Sagittarius season, you're gonna be like, hey, look at this, bubbles. Oh shit, there's like this is the opportunity you have to carry through. And I have the tools in the description box below. It's not high intensive. You just want to incorporate it in your current vocabulary. All right. So let's do this. We're gonna do the ritual right after, and then I'll go into the astrology. So pile one. For those of you who picked pile one, or for what we have under pile one. This is very exciting. All right. Just this new moon general, very potent magic. I just experienced powerful synchronicities, or really magic. I just experienced powerful magic every second year, which was intentionally done and focused, aligning the synchronicity between your mind, body, and the other realm beyond, or the metaphysical realm with this physical. Okay. So with this being said, what is this new moon activating with you? We have the high priestess. So if you pick power one, oh my God, you're psychic as fuck. It is insane. Holy shit. If you pick power one, you're activating a whole new precedent of how you not only enable more insight through just the natural intuitive focus of just receiving insight, all right, without even context clues, but this is going to also mark spiritual revelations. For those of you who've been haunted by synchronicities, this haunting is reaching its climax, where now it's so powerful. It was already powerful before, but you're able to interact with it like it is an augmented interface, like you're in virtual reality. This is now not only pushing this forward like a superpower. The high priestess is going to really start a new cycle of trust you have intuitively, because at this point now you guide yourself with it, and you enhance your experience with it. This nature of your intuition, and also with the high priestess, this is you moving forward with a unique spiritual practice that runs contrary to established orthodox religion. And synchronicity is small free information. So like this is going to serve as a small and huge hack for you, where it's consistent. And now this represents the integrity of your own unique style of connecting through not just reality and with your imagination, but coming into unique insight. The thing about the high priestess is that the insight you come into is personal. It's not from peer-reviewed research. You're arriving to a correct answer through means that are non-linear and don't have to come through linear research, if that makes sense. And also being able to weave this and integrate this fully. So I think this is a really beautiful precedent being established. If you pick pile one, you don't doubt your intuition. You don't play this game with yourself where it's like, do I trust it or not? So this is going to be very fun, because your intuition is going to be screaming at you. And whereas you focused on just one message, you're going to see multiple layers. Now, what is the ability, now that we know your intuition is super enhancing, that is going to kind of guide you with this? We do have the Tower card. So the Tower is talking about a sense of instant enlightenment. And even though it can represent an immediate lottery win, unexpected lottery win, or an unexpected pregnancy, because we have this here as far as the nature of your ability, this is in a sense speaking towards an instant effect. So especially in tandem with your intuition, pile one, you're the type of person that you can ask for a sign and you get that sign before you even finish, almost as if the synchronicity of you experiencing it and cognizantly realizing that you're going to see it manifested in that question, which was the answer. So the Tower card I'm picking from this is having to adapt to the near instantaneous quality of you creating these moments, which will serve as Tower card moments for other people, because this is going to serve to shatter a whole lot of what you and most likely these other people have ever believed, even if they're you, even if they are spiritual themselves. So I see this as an attribute of your own wisdom and you being able to strike fire and brimstone on those who deal with you and they're not necessarily like in truth. So really do expect immediate realization that will shake your foundation. And the outcome we have of this is judgment, awakening. Okay, so this new moon cycle is going to lead to a profound and deep understanding of what you're meant to do at an even deeper level. And I like that we have the high priestess because this is going to be really guided intuitively, where it's going to bring every single synchronicity you've ever experienced and tie together why you experience things the way you are meant to, and really now bring this sense of closure and new beginning. But the cool thing is, this is instant. It's happening immediately. Like it's not even necessarily like this is going to happen gradually. I feel like right now, as we've activated the new moon, this is what's going to be facilitated. So super dope, super dope. Next, we're going to do pile 2. And there's more. There's totally more, which I think is going to be amazing. So pile 2, what is this new moon cycle activating with you? We do have the Hierophant. Pile 2, this is beautiful because some tarot card readers will say that the Hierophant and the High Priestess are twin flame cards, because the High Priestess is more represented by the veiled Isis, and then the Hierophant is a more masculine traditional perspective. So the Hierophant is the status quo that the High Priestess may run contrary to. But if you pick 1 and 2, you're not only are you intuitive, you are able to really create a way of life, a system, a religion, an organization around this. So it's not just you. So what I learned about Mexico is that you have like I forgot what they called it. You have a lot of you have a lot of people who work in Mexico, but wisely they don't register their business. So it's like a hustle, right? They'll call it a hustle. And then you have people who have registered businesses. So like the High Priestess is like unofficial spirituality, and then the Hierophant is organized, you registered it, right? So that's kind of how you want to see both of them, where neither is really better than the other. And the High Priestess does have organization as well, but like it's more talking about, you know, something personal, whereas the Hierophant is more established. And for pile 2, this is going to start a new cycle of you having the keys. You have the keys spiritually, and you're able to really organize this way of life around you. You're able to be a pope-like figure, a gang leader. If you keep pulling the Hierophant, it's because so many people are meant to learn from you. You may not even see yourself like that, but you are like not just the pastor, like a leader of a church. You are someone that people are going to congregate around so that they can learn from this wisdom and then spread that word. You know what I mean? So this is going to guide you moving forward into creating a club, creating some kind of organization, being involved in an organization, being involved, whether business, whether, religious, whether, regardless of how this kind of expresses itself. And this is going to have you establish your own status quo. It's going to have you establish organization around everything you've learned about spirituality up until this point, whether you're adopting another faith system or you are being it. So what ability is also activating? We do have the Lovers card. So that's kind of crazy. Lovers card is definitely talking about connecting your mind and your heart. And this could be stimulated through being with your soulmate, through being in a relationship. But pile 2, some of you are going to get married, because the Hierophant and the Lovers card is a marriage card combination. All right. And this is going, especially for those of you who are disillusioned with love, this is definitely going to speak of a long-term partnership. For some of you, this is you getting married to the game. This is you really having so much love
for what you do, that you know, you don't even need to be fulfilled by anything or anybody else. So just keep that in mind. This could really apply to very powerful passions that you have, and your ability to connect your mind and brain and stimulate, you know, other people's minds and bodies, in a way that, you know, for some of you, your skill could be like bound chicken wow wow, but like but like yeah, that's interesting that it comes with the hierophant, because now this is something or you know, official. What's the orthodox? This could even be in an orthodox way, even if it's unique. All right. So that's very interesting. That's very interesting. And the outcome that we have is the devil card. Jesus Christ. Paul 2, y'all some freaks. I'm just saying that. Y'all freaky. Paul 2, y'all freaky. So this, it's not even enough that you get a marriage. The devil card is like you get like a marriage, but like it's Adam's family themed, if that makes sense. So the the lovers and the devil means that in the, if we're using the example of a relationship, you both have this very pure soulmate love, and then you also have this like 50 shades of gray, dark, freaky facet. It's like being in love with someone and you're both obsessed with each other. But the Hierophant allows this like very long-term or organized connection. The lover's devil, Gemini Capricorn, is both shades of this. So, you know, I kind of get the sense though that with Pile 2, for some of you, this is like a gang. Okay, it's like connect. What would you do if you got with the love of your life, but they were a gang leader, or they incorporated elements of the underworld in what they do? Would you snitch on that partner? And you both love each other, by the way. Think about that, Pal, too. Think about that, because there's a criminal underworld element for some of you here, and it doesn't mean you're doing stuff illegal, but maybe you are. All right. And this isn't someone who's cheating on you. This is someone who you could trust. Like, the love is for real. So like, think about that. If you pick Pile 2, you probably bad like that. All right. So Pile 3. Okay. We do have, what is this new moon cycle activating? We have the Empress swag. So you're activating a new precedent of beauty and abundance. All right. You smell good, you look good, you taste good. You feel me? Like all that. All right. Pause if you're a dude. I didn't, that was for my ladies here. But like, yes, you activated the god, you activated the goddess energy. And the Empress here is very significant because there's a level of confidence and swag you're walking around with, like your shit don't stink. Because if you did take a dump, it would probably smell like roses. Okay, like that. I'm talking about like that Miss Midas touch here. All right, like you walk around with a je ne sais quoi that is very self-assured and expresses your inner and outer beauty. All right, that's why you pick Pile 3. So what are you activating at this? We have the Emperor. Now, this is beautiful. This, in a way, could also mark where you're the Emperor and this is the Empress in your life, or you're the Empress and this is the Emperor in your life. So, you know, this is you now in activating this new cycle of beauty. You are securing this by establishing authority. So I really like this spread because the Empress and the Emperor gives you both the feminine and masculine dynamics that through you are expressed in full balance. And that's some powerful shit. If you're a Pile 3, you're a ruler. You are a ruler. Pile 1, you're psychic as fuck. Pile 2, this seems to be some kind of unholy matrimony. To be honest with you, in Pile 3, you a ruler. All right. And it's cool because the power that you're kind of ability you're activating really establishes set authority. There's a lot of discipline and potency behind what you do that I think will enable you to further establish the beauty and the cycle of abundance you're activating. New moon Venus, and then of course the outcome is the Chariot. So you winning. So this is you literally like establishing your abundance, establishing the authority, and then moving forward with that. You know what I mean? Very, very powerfully, very, very beautifully. And you know, I think that's awesome. So those are concepts with which to I would say beef up your intention with. Okay. And now, before I kind of break down what to expect relative to this, let us actually activate. Let's do this activation ritual. We have 200 plus people watching right now. So this will be really great to get peak effect. And all I want you to do, whether you close your eyes or keep your eyes open, what we're going to do right now is I want you to take the word you've created. And if you didn't do so before, that's totally fine. You can actually create a word right now. Okay. I want you to think of a word or a series of words that you are prepared to say in any situation and context. And when you say this word, right, it is going to produce an effect. Or it could just be an affirmation, you know what I'm saying? It could be whatever, right? But I want you to treat this as if we are legitimately creating a new magic word. And I want to do it like this so that it kind of shakes you out of any sense of, oh, this isn't possible. We're going to apply the scientific method today so that you can prove to yourself that it is possible. Okay. And we've done this before, but we're just establishing this precedent in a much cooler way. So, I want you to, in your mind's eye, imagine everything that happens when you say this word or words. I want you to think it. This is not only you sowing the seeds to program these thoughts into your brain, with which will reinforce in your subconscious mind. All right. Yes, just affirming your head. It is literally that easy. It is literally that easy. All right. One moment. There we go. Just affirm it in your head. That's it. All you have to do is just decide that when I say this, this is going to happen. And what we're going to talk about is any doubt that arises is your evidence that you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you got it like that. And we're going to speak about how to address that. Because at this stage, you should not be feeling that at all. Like we've already kind of awakened a bunch. And we're not talking. So we're going to also speak about how this may be influenced by others around you as well. And how once you say this word, you're going to attract opposing frequencies, right? In order to temper and challenge and sharpen this word, sword sharpens sword. In the form of doubt from others, unconsciously, indirectly. All right. And that's just for you to reinforce the word. You want to see it like a video game that's going to actually create more. All right. So let's do it. You ready? Let's go. Boom. So basically, and you can see yourself doing it in any way you do it. So now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to, in your mind's eye or awakening your eye, now that we've kind of, collected the words, and also, it doesn't even have to be a word. It could be whatever. It could be a gesture. This is just going to be an attitude. It's going to be a mindset. We're activating a mindset. We're sowing the seeds for a mindset. I think I can do anything. I'm capable of anything. I'm limitless. I have an unlimited amount of anything. I'm almighty. I'm limitless, right? You could do all that. Now, this is what I want you to do. I want you to imagine in your mind's eye that you're in a room where we're all at. Okay. You can imagine we're all holding hands, or you can imagine that we're all partying in a room. This is collectively connecting us a layer above just focusing on me. Okay. And as you imagine all of us together, all right, I want you to, while you're facing everybody, so everyone right now is having a vision of facing everyone, and everyone has their undivided attention to you, and you say the magic word, and then you produce the effect, and everyone claps for you. That means everyone is watching everyone say their word. All right. So I want you to now say the magic word, activate it. Almighty. I like this one. Everything I desire has already arrived. That's a beautiful one. All right. And I want you to see the effect of it happening. And everyone's like, awesome. We did it. That's it. That's it. It's active because the 230 plus people are present in the room with you. And if you're watching the replay after, this is a time capsule for you. Okay. So once you do that, I want you to also set the intention that everyone else in this room's magic word has succeeded to the highest good of us all. Boom. When LaShawn says infinite abundance, it comes to her immediately. She creates it immediately. My perfect destiny is here. That's it. We're putting up and shutting up. For people who don't believe us, the doubtful part of you that doesn't believe this, we are going to practice the scientific experiment right now. If you're serious about it, get out a notebook. I'm going to break down how we're going to apply this and how you will already begin to see results from a week from now to 2 weeks from now. Let's go. All right. So with that being said, okay, congrats. We did it. 230 plus people just set the intention for your word to activate. That's fucking badass. Now, here's the thing. You can do this exercise as many times as you want. All right. The energy you can lead. We're here in spirit with you. But here's the most important thing. You can say a word, and the meaning of that word can mean anything. So it's like when I say biscuit, I get 5 cheese pizzas to my door. You're programming, it's like you're creating a new word, a new language. This could be a guttural sound. This doesn't even have to be an English word. This is you taking your power back. I'm not saying that the English language is taking your power away, but I'm saying that you are able to create your own language filled with intent. It's a magic language. You're all brilliant manifestors. And the more you play with this, the better. All right. So now that we have done this ritual and we've activated this mindset, what is this mindset? This mindset is a series of words and ideas that we, from now until the next 3 months, will in repetition keep on thinking. That's all you have to do. I want you to think as if you have already activated this magic word. Now that we've planted these seeds in the 3rd stage of activation, this is activating the experience of it. You have planted the seeds that will begin to grow through the ground and start to bear fruit as soon as Cancer season, but really Virgo season. Okay. So with that being said, you're not going to see real evidence of this, but you did plant the seed and it is growing. So you will sense it. All right. And you, of course, nurture the seed by continuously thinking of it. Now, you don't have to continuously think of it like word, 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 word. But if you want to, you can. Until you get exhausted, you can do that however you want. There's no wrong way to do this. That's the most important thing you have to understand. There's no wrong way to intentionally focus on what you want to focus on. If you're too connected to the results, then let me ask you, when was the last time you planted a seed and you expected it to grow in a moment or a day? So that's the patience I want you to have with this. You're still going to come into very immediate results, but that's the patience I want you to have with this so that you come into the full results here, or at least the greatest, level of this. So with that being said, as you're nurturing these seeds, and you're saying this series of words, this attitude, here's a very easy way you can do this. All right. Everything you're thinking right now, you think like several thousand thoughts a day, and you want to make sure you're mindful of as much as possible so that everything you're thinking, you tie back to your magic word. Oh my goodness. Yes, I just came from the shop. There was such a long line, but it didn't matter because I'm almighty, right? Because I have an unlimited amount of anything. You don't even have to say it to force an experience. You want to build momentum. What's going to happen here is that this is going to break through the ground and you will see the causality because you have impressed it into your subconscious. If you click the description box below, I have a series of links that you can watch in order to take your magic word. And then in checking out these video links, you will know how to apply your magic word in order to maintain the state. So there are no excuses. You have everything that you need in order to activate this magic word so that by Virgo season, you're producing the real effect of it. And now you're taking that real effect and you're integrating into your lifestyle. And then it's harvesting in 6 months from now where you see the effect of it every time you say it. This isn't bullshit magic. It's literally like working out in the gym. You have to do it consistently. You have to put in effort every day to see the results you want to see. But I am going to propose you an even bigger challenge. If you do this just once, you will, of course, have activated it. So you may not get, or you may, right? Everyone's different. Everyone's operating at different perspectives. But there you go. I've kind of expressed every which way you can practice this. And there you go. That's the scientific method. Let's actually explain it further. So we've activated this experimental new idea. All right. It's immediately square Saturn. You're immediately going to be challenged on the integrity of your beliefs. Like, okay, Kronos is like, all right, yeah, the peace dealer said you're going to activate a new word, but do you really believe that your word is really your magic wand? Do you really believe that bullshit? Are you really going to repeat this word? This is happening immediately. And Saturn, in testing this, is testing this like, of course, a standardized automobile test where we have to put you through certain experiences so we make sure that this car is actually safe for consumption and to be sold. So what happened a week ago? The moon was in Pisces. This new moon in Gemini is breaking through the ground, the experience of what you believed metaphysically through you coming into a real intellectual experience. That's like, oh, this is real. This is the words I'm going to put around here, or this is actually true. And that's what's going to lead to it in Virgo being real. All right, I've put the Your Word is Your Wand video here too. So what's experiencing right now with, of course, Saturn squaring this new moon is over the next few hours coming into tomorrow, you're going to experience the effect of these abilities. And this is going to get ready to change everything you believe in how you are thinking you're going to move forward to integrate this experience that is currently happening based on the synchronicities you've had before even stepping into this video. I know I've experienced many. And this is where now with the moon that's going to move into Gemini, this is going to immediately manifest the power of this perspective. How so? You are taking a word that you are activating and thinking, right? And now if this is just all right, everything I want, I get. I'm a savage. Everything I want, I have to get. No. if the activation is I have an unlimited amount of anything, I'm limitless, right? Now the moon in Cancer is manifesting the depth of vocal tonality and feel into it. You are now adding power to that word. So you're not just saying, I think I'm limitless. You're saying, I think I'm limitless. Which one did you feel more? If I say, I'm limitless, or I'm limitless, I am limitless. You see how you felt that second one? That heartfelt one is adding power to the intent. You're going to understand now that you've activated this mindset. The moon in Cancer is pouring some juice on it. You're putting some juice on it. You saying it like you mean it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're putting conviction behind it, and you're understanding what needs to be felt in order to now manifest the effect of this. So this is where you're going to begin to manifest it. And because you were tested with Saturn, this test to make sure, are you sure this is what you believe? You're going to anchor these beliefs to feeling it even deeper. So this is what's going to gain a lot of traction through this. Then, of course, the moon will trine Neptune, and that's what's also going to bring a much more psychic, intuitive feeling with synchronicities that align to already starting to see effects. The moon is then going to sextile Jupiter, expanding the courage of your word. And now, why is this important? Once the moon is in Leo, you're going to go from, if you see, now this is the third stage activation. We've activated the magical ability. And now the first social sign, this is you on stage, right? This is you now taking the intention, and we've gone from new moon Gemini. I think I'm limitless and I can have anything I want whenever I want. And then the moon goes into Cancer. I think I'm limitless and I can have anything that I want. You felt it, right? And then we have moon in Leo. Is this thing on? I'm limitless. I'm saying it with my chest. I'm limitless. I can have anything I want. See, now, like, everyone back in the stage can hear me. Now I'm taking that emotion and I'm applying it with courage. Leo, the courage of the expression. This adds strength, conviction, and roar, potency. That's why lions get what the fuck they want. King of the jungle, right? So this is the activation stage of this new intention. This is going to progressively not only strengthen this, but then once the moon goes into Virgo, the moon in Virgo now is going to be this intention breaking through the ground and you coming into a real tangible experience and understanding of how real the effect and the word is. So by the 14th, for those of you who activate and really say that word and really practice it, for those of you who put in the work and like say the word, that seed is going to go through the ground initially, and you're going to start to experience real causality. Like, oh shit, I just said I get anything I want when I want. I said I wanted a toothpick and someone just handed me a toothpick, or I just filed a toothpick. You know what I'm saying? You're going to experience this before, and don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. If for any of you who are skeptical, if you're not going to experiment with it, don't say shit. If you don't log in and try, be like, hey, Peace Dealer said that this might happen around here. Okay, it actually happened. Or, oh, he was capping. Like, do the work. Do the work. I'm giving you the tool. This is a clear, simple experiment. Okay, the moon in Virgo, 90 degrees, will now begin to integrate the behavioral understanding of how to take this new mindset and begin to integrate it into your habit and patterns. Why? Well, because especially with Saturn and Neptune opposite this, you are going to understand unseen metaphysical principles that aid in the causality of how this produces a real effect and how to take a mind. I'm using the analogy of supernatural magic, right? This new attitude could be like, I wake up early all the time. Like, I don't need an alarm clock to wake up. And by the moon in Virgo, you're starting to see effects of you maintaining this mindset, taking a real effort to get up early, and you're already able to integrate. By the moon in Virgo, you're waking up early now. Now you're just maintaining that, all right, from the moon in Virgo. That's going to help you understand what needs to change about your ideas to maintain this and what needs to change about your behavior to maintain the idea. This is the final game changer of Gemini season through the third decan. And what do you know? Mercury is also going to finally conjunct the sun here, which is going to add more potency and epiphanies to how much more powerfully you enact this. And then the moon's going to be in Libra. By the time the moon is in Libra, the receipts that you gain, because you're going to have powerful receipts as far as like, wow, I said this and this happened. You know what I mean? The moon in Virgo is going to give you a base analysis of everything you've experimented from now until that next week, the 14th. And then moon in Libra is going to be like, hey, you're going to start performing it. You're going to be like, hey, check out my new magic word. M Night Shyamalama Lama 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 Lama, and people just start dancing around you, and they're like, "How did you make people dance?" I know. I didn't believe I could do this at first, but I just kept on practicing. M Night Shyamalama Lama, M Night Shyamalama Lama, and now in Libra, you're performing it. You're presenting the receipts. Like, hey, watch bubbles. Hey, do you want some sparkling water? I just have some out of nowhere. Yeah, and now your friends are looking at you. Because remember, when the moon was in Aries, you connected with people who sharing your magic. Where were you, moon in Aries? When I was in moon in Aries, I went out with Xavier. We shot the music video. We went to the casino. And within a few minutes, the people who we were playing craps next to are like, yo, your friend is lucky. Your friend is lucky. Your friend is lucky. So he was showing me his magic. By the time the moon is now opposite in Libra, you're performing it. Like, oh, check this out. Like, especially if they have their magic word, it's even cooler. All right. So hold me to this. Hold me to this. You finna see. This is a whole new, this is Jupiter back, Gemini back. So we'll watch. And this is also in understanding how to align that with every power you're unlocking from a past life and early childhood. And also how in presenting this, you are further moving towards your individual mission. Oh, it gets better because then the moon is going to go into Scorpio. And with the moon in Scorpio, this is going to coincide with, of course, Mercury and Venus entering Cancer to deepen the conviction of the words and mindset you've just activated. And of course, by the time we come into peak 29-degree Cancer, integrating 29-degree Sun, this is fully transforming your behavior around the activation of these new ideas and words that through Sagittarius will show you the meaning of finally at an initial level, seeing the effect of the word initially and then fully 6 months from then. And then, of course, we have the full moon at the very beginning of Cancer. And the thing with the full moon is that this perspective and magic word is going to convert into psychic power. Psyche is the power of thoughts. So this is preparing your mind state to begin to fully integrate. Now, here are certain things you want to keep in mind. Certain people get very uncomfortable when you talk about magic, when you talk about things that are beyond the materialist, reductionist ways. Muggles and NPC brains have been conditioned. And I don't even like to use that word because it's very divisive. It's very exemplary, but fuck them. I don't care. So there's certain people's brains who are not wired for sorcery. There's certain people's brains who are personally, they cannot receive more information than is programmed into it. And whether you want to call that a muggle or not, I'm just using this for an example. These people will seek to limit the expression of you freely, literally living in your truth. These are agents of the collective unconscious that seek to reinforce traditional perspectives that may directly or indirectly not even be aware that they're being used to do this. So Ephesians 6:12, we fight not against flesh and blood. I don't want you to see these people because once you activate this mindset, you're a target. You are a target. The agents are going because you just spreading this mindset is contagious. And for these archons that want to keep people deluded, they have to really go after you and discourage you from developing this. You're going to get psychically attacked instantly. You're going to feel this sense of feigning ignorance and doubt. And you need to enjoy this. You need to enjoy this because like a video game, every single time from this point, you get targeted or projected on through shame and guilt to deter you away from practicing this word. Every time you do so, it will strengthen it because the pressure being projected at you, you are activating more of the word and it strengthens it versus if you are discouraged and you put less power. So that's why you really want to act. You actually want smoke. You want people to be like, oh, you believe in that magic? Oh, you think that's really going to happen? So that energy they gave to you, you could be like, yes, I do. I'm limitless, bitch. And this is co-creation. You're literally making it stronger. They're playing their role in the video game to challenge you, and you're leveling up without having to fight them, without having to hit them, without having to argue with them. You're demonstrating it instead. We alchemize the energy and transmute it. Holy Spirit activate coming into the Cancer sun. All right. And you'll know that people are really just agents of, this deception, because they will hit you with fallacies. They won't address the truth of what you're doing. They'll hit you with ad hominem fallacies and schoolyard, high school insults to deviate against the point and just try and attack your character so you feel bad. That's an agent of deception. They'll hit you with red herring fallacies to compare you to some other stuff. Oh, well, it didn't work where this person did it. That person's not you. They'll hit you with a straw man fallacy. This is not a fucking joke. Just by knowing the inability for these people to say sound logical arguments, that's how you know who an NPC is. They're a non-playable character. Playable characters have consciousness. Consciousness enables you to say logical arguments. Logic, which you are infusing in order in soundness to create debate, and then of course sharpen swords. If someone is just spewing rhetoric through beliefs that have been programmed into their brain, and they recycle that rhetoric and it's unsound and fallacious, that's an NPC. That is someone whose program hasn't been updated, because that's all they were programmed for. You press A, they say the same thing. This is in real life with people who just circle the same rhetoric. You introduce logic, they don't process the logic. They just keep on searching for confirmation bias and searching the same rhetoric. There's nothing wrong with that person. Just like in the video game, they will keep circling the same thing. That's how you know. Versus a playable character where when you introduce logic to them, it changes the way they think. They either respond with their logic that counters what you said. That's a debate between two playable characters, or they change their mind. Just like if you were to tell me something that proves what I said was wrong, I get to take that and be like, oh, this is what it is now. Regardless of what that does to my pride and ego, where I'm going, I don't need that. So there you go. There you go. Get excited about this, because with the boost of Jupiter, this is going to give you such a powerful and magical edge that will show you more experiences. And for those of you who are about this magic shit, and you over the past 12, 30 years have been ingrained to doing the work, congratulations. You're going to be skating. You're going to be skating. It's going to really be like, more than ever, you're activating new magic words and you get the program and you're seeing the fruits of this. All right. So congratulations. Once again, if you look at the description box below, you will see a whole lot of what it is you can watch to maintain that state. And for those of you who aren't aware, if we have new people watching, if you want a very quick, instant downloadable of the Venus and Gemini transit, they're $9 a pop. You can get all of them for $24. And then I also this is all in the link in the description box. I also have Mercury and Gemini. If you want a $5 pop, just go to the link below. This will be a great way to show support. All zodiac signs, you can get that at half off for like $12.50, $13. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's really all I gotta say for now. You guys have been amazing, and I wanted to do my part in order to provide everything possible that you need to activate this. It is not limited to this time. If you want to do this 2 months from now, you could just follow the same formula. There's no, you could do it whenever you want. We're just aligning this to the actual proper cycles, because it's like flowing with the tides, and it's so much more potent that way. Be very mindful of idiots filled with pride of whatever their forefathers or traditions have screwed them in the butt to believe, who will look at you with anger because you believe in the correlation of the zodiac, not the constellations, and reality. Let them get mad. You demonstrate your truth. They talk about their lies. All right. They tell lies about you. You tell truths about them. So revel in them getting angry. This is you rebelling without having to fight, which means you're very powerful. If without having to lift a finger, you have that much power over someone's emotions. This is the level up. And don't let people draw you down to their level. Keep on rising, my friend. All right. You have receipts. We've went through a whole I told you so tour last year. So everything that you are activating, that's why we are in line with the integrity of our beliefs, because we showed receipts. So just maintain that. That's it. And prepare to experience amazing magic. We've activated this word. 200 plus people have activated with you. So go forth speaking the truth. All right. Activate that word, and y'all stay blessed as always. Peace.